Hello and welcome to another one lap video. We have a drag race with two electric vehicles today. The first is the Rivian R1S. That is the dual standard, the slowest Rivian you can buy. But it still has over 500 horsepower and 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. It's absolutely amazing. Surprisingly, this actually feels faster, even though on paper it shouldn't be. This is the Volkswagen ID Buzz. It has only 335 horsepower, but I promise you it feels more sprightly to get up to speed than the Rivian does in normal day-to-day driving. So I thought, since we have both of them here anyway, let's do a drag race and see what happens. So you're going to join me and my buddy Sam. He's going to be driving the Rivian, and we're going to basically run him down the straightaway here to about a quarter mile and see which one ends up there first. Guys, this is my buddy Sam. You've been in videos before.
A couple of them.
And Sam manages the whole facility here. So that's the straightaway. That's where we're going to be running.
Whoops.
I heard a noise from somewhere.
Something fell.
Something fell in the Buzz. Maybe one of the cameras. Whoops. All right, Sam, let's run through the specs on the cars and the way to launch them.
Okay.
So this is a 2026 Rivian R1S dual motor standard LFP. It's the base model R1S. And you've driven this car quite a bit. Yeah. What's the impression?
I enjoyed it a lot. Coming from a gas, a Tahoe. The ride is better. It is at least equally equipped. So I like it. It's a fun drive.
Awesome. Good to hear. So, but today we're going to go to the full power availability on it. So this is 533 horsepower, which sounds like a lot, but you know, Rivians just have such a long accelerator pedal. You really got to get into them to get them to move. It doesn't actually feel that sprightly to drive. And because it's the standard model, there's not even a sport mode in this car. You have to get a performance pack and a bigger battery to get sport mode with Rivian. So it's just normal all-purpose mode, but I'll help you set it up to get the best 0 to 60. 4.5 second 0 to 60 is what Rivian claims. We have test equipment coming where we're going to actually have like high frequency data analytics to do testing out here, but that's all on order. Scott wrote down it has 60 pound-feet of torque. There's no way that it has just 60 pound-feet of torque, Scott. Was it 600 perhaps?
Perhaps 600.
Perhaps?
Perhaps.
Let's insert the actual torque number right here. And it weighs 6,500 pounds. They are not light vehicles. Not light. And I bet it's probably a bit more because I've got some junk in there and stuff. I thought they were more like almost 7,000 pounds, but that's okay. So we'll run through the setup on this. And then this is the ID Buzz. This is what I'm going to be driving. Sam, have you driven the Buzz at all?
I have not.
Okay, this is a fun one. Maybe we'll switch. We'll do a couple runs and then you should take over in this one. This is a surprisingly fun vehicle to drive. It's only 335 horsepower, 512 pound-feet of torque though. So that's where it really gets the shove off the line.
That's the jump. They
say it's 0 to 60 in 6 seconds, but we all know Volkswagen underrates typically, and it weighs 6,200 pounds almost. So still light, but it's lighter than that, a little bit less power. There's also just less stuff going on here. The tire is much more of a road tire than the Rivian, so there's less suspension flex, less tire flex, and so this just feels more eager than the Rivian does, also in the way that it's tuned.
Eager. I like it.
Yeah, and it's got a shorter accelerator pedal. So in terms of setup for the cars, we have them both fully charged, warmed up. They were both DC charged just a couple minutes ago, so batteries are fresh. They're at 100%. And in the Rivian, what I'd recommend is to go into all-purpose mode, drop the suspension all the way down, which is where it is. There's, again, no sport mode in these, and hit stability control reduced rather than full on. Okay. So it's in that drive mode screen. You just tap it one time. Then a 2-foot launch seems to be the best way to get it going. So stand on the brake, floor it, and when we're ready to go, off the brake. Okay. There's a slight delay when you do that. So you may want to get a little jump on the 3, 2, 1 with that. We'll play around with it. Okay. The best way to launch it is just to mat it. So I'm going to put this in sport mode. The ID Buzz has a sport mode. And
I feel left out.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna rip it. So I don't know what to expect here. I just drove them both back to back and did a wide open run, and they felt pretty even. But this is a lot squishier and just moves around, and this is a race car by comparison. So yeah, let's jump in and just run them.
All right.
So for our very scientific drag race, because we have all the test data in the world right now, this is just for fun. How about you count us in and we'll go when you say go. So 3, 2, 1, launch on go.
All right, I got you. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's actually looking like the Buzz may let me 2-foot this thing. So I'm going to try and 2-foot it.
It's standing up. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I got the jump on that one, but man, you're so much faster.
Oh, I got the jump on that one, but man, you're so much faster. Got off the line a little excited there, but I got up to about 95 miles an hour across the start finish.
Well, that was just fun.
That was pretty good. So are you at 100% state of charge still, or what is it showing?
It is. Where am I at?
He's looking at how to tell state of charge. He's only driven that car for like 2 weeks. Maybe he's never looked to see how much range it has. That was fun. I say we do a redo. I'll try to get the start a little bit better. Man, this thing leaps off the line though, and then the Rivian goes. Still 100% the Rivian. I'm at 98. Cool. Well, I say we got to reline up and redo it because I definitely got a little excited on the launch. So let's do it one more time.
I hesitated.
That's right. Man, the Buzz in a drag race. How cool is that? Got up to, again, almost 100 miles an hour in this. The limiter in the Buzz is at 102, best I can tell. Just a little end of the workday drag race with my buddy. So, did you 2-foot that launch last time?
I did, but I definitely hesitated. So why don't you count us down?
Okay, I can count us down. Did you spin at all, or did it hook up the whole way?
It seemed that it hooked up the whole way.
Okay, interesting, because the dual motor performance pack, like Scott's, will just rip the front tires off. Okay, so if you're ready, you can stay in the 2-foot. I'll also load this one up in 3, 2, 1, go! Perfect launch, and man, the Rivian leaps away. This gets full power at about 45 miles an hour. Oh, it's so much quicker. But here at 80, they're pretty close at high speed. Pretty close at high speed. And we're 96 miles an hour past the start finish. So a little bit better run of the Buzz. That felt pretty good from my side. Nice. That was a perfect launch on both ends.
106.
Hey, that's a whole 10 miles an hour faster in a quarter mile than this car right here. I was doing 96 across the start finish.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of fun.
All right, well, I say we line them up one more time, but this time you try the Buzz and I'll try the Rivian. All right, so I just explained to Sam how to get the Buzz into sport mode, so he'll be doing that. There's just something nice about being in a Rivian. Man, it feels good in here. I'm going to go stability off. See if that... I mean, I know it's already winning, but it might make us win even more. And no one would complain about that.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right, I'll have you count us in this time.
3, 2, 1, go.
Perfect launch, and it spins the tires, still spinning to 50. With traction control off. So that's the trick in this. Stability control off, you get a hard launch. And we're screaming 107 across the start finish. Lovely. So stability off and it'll still roast the tires. What's your first impression of the Buzz?
It rides really smooth.
It's surprisingly quick for like a minivan.
It's quick. It responded like right off.
So I launched the Rivian with stability control off, and that's when it spun the tires.
I heard that.
Well, that was fun. I think we learned an important lesson, which is the manufacturer quoted 0 to 60 times seem to be accurate, where the Rivian is quicker, but still fun to drag race both of them. There's just something engaging about that Buzz, especially the accelerator pedal. Like Sam, just smack down the pedal a couple times and feel how responsive it is.
Hey, I like it.
Oh, there is one last test I want to do. I want to launch this in standard. Hey Sam, would you mind coming back down here? I've got one more race I'd like to do. Most of the time when I drive a Rivian, I drive with the car in standard ride height, in soft suspension. And Rivians do power limitation by suspension height. And maybe this is why I was feeling that the Buzz was more sprightly than the Rivian, because this is how I drive it. So now I'm curious to see how it performs with the suspension in standard ride height in the Rivian. Let's try this out. I'm at 95% in the Rivian. What state of charge you got in that Buzz?
95.
95. They're both at 95. Same here. Pretty good. They both have very similar sized battery packs. That's about 86 kilowatt hours usable. This is like mid 90s. It's about 10 kilowatt hour difference or so. So I'm actually going to launch with the Rivian in standard settings this time. So you can keep that one in sport, but most of the time in high suspension, Rivian limits the power output when the suspension's high. So let's try this.
Okay, give it a shot.
Okay, cool. So I'll count us in, and I'm just not going to 2-foot it. I'm just going to mat it from normal. This is stoplight. So 3, 2, 1, go. Oh man, when you stand on it, it still gets off the line, even though I was a little bit ahead on the jump. It feels just as fast. I don't forget anything I've ever said. That felt great, just matting it. Perhaps they've done some things. 107 across the start, finish again. Perhaps that's more noticeable in the tri quad motor, and I guess I'm normally driving a quad motor, my truck.
I think you had better response on that one.
Yeah, I was a little bit quicker, but I think the car felt just as fast, and that's what I was attempting to find out. It's pretty good in this standard model. So it's really the tri...
It's consistent.
Yeah, seems the tri and quad motors limit more based off suspension height than this. This just got up and leapt away, and I love driving these things in soft suspension because the nose just comes right up to the sky. So there we go, just a fun little extra test. All right, Sam, thanks very much. I'm gonna go grab my camera, and that's that. All right, well, that was fun, guys. That's a drag race in the ID Buzz and standard Rivian. Honestly, pretty big difference. It's not like it was even that close, but the Buzz feels good. This feels great.